Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's Friday. Slay the Spire time. We got some more Slay the Spire mods. Character mods to take a look at. I went through the mods I have sitting around. I've got, pile. It's always growing. More of them find their way in there all the time. But I did a little bit of sorting on, like, the ones that feel like they're most ready to cook. That's to say, like, ones that aren't, like, maybe, like, weekly updating or something of that nature and feel like they're in a position of, like, let's take a look. And also, like, just sort of, like, sorting them by different category and interest of, like, alright, this one's a bit larger, might require a couple streams. This one falls into different categories, and I like to clump them, but not run them in a bit. Cursor has an effect this time, yes. This one falls into the category of like an OC character, and this one specifically calls out being related to Blue the Astray, the mage class we played from about 3 months ago. So here we have the square wizard. I don't know, like, I'd say cube, but this isn't a cube. You know, that's very much a square. I mean, we say magic ceiling cube, so maybe I should call him the cube wizard. Got the cube eye. Jigen here is our class for today, and we're gonna be box play. We're gonna be learning how this goes. We've got an alternate outfit if we want to get the Ascension 20. But yeah. But yeah, as I said, related to our wizard from Blue the Astray, the mage class we played a couple months back. Shares an author. There's a few on this one and a few on that one, and so yeah. Anyway, we got our 75 health. Let's jump on in and see what the cube has to say. Oh, all right, okay, all right. Magic Ceiling Cube, starting relic. At the start of combat, upgrade 2 random cards, 4 if you're in an elite or boss fight. Oh. Okay. Euclid Technology Products. Small field volume controllers for fast startup of string arrays. Oh boy. Are we doing, like, world hacking? Is that what cube magic is? Like, do we have, like, the magic cube that lets us hack reality? Doing, like, Silverwolf stuff. We also have a thing called Chord Mark, which is a thing that is displayed here. I guess we'll learn how that works. It looks like it's a flat damage reduction that, like, drains faster as you lose it. So it's lose 1, lose 2, lose 3. But we don't. But how you gain it is going to be a question. World is. Alright, let's take a look at our deck. Huh. We have strike and defense, but they have 0 out of 7. Okay. I wonder what our all of our cards have that. Okay, we have some sort of counter. Tentative step. Choose 1 common card in your draw pile, add to your hand. It costs 0 and exhausts. Can be upgraded twice. I assume the upgrade changes the rarity of the card, which it grabs. Indeed, that is what this does. That makes this fall into one of my favorite categories. This is something that, like, I love to see, and that is upgrades that change the nature of a card. Upgrades that aren't just, like, obviously when you upgrade strike, 9 damage. When you upgrade tentative step, this might be better for you. It's certainly worse here. Chord Ripple. Ethereal, unplayable at the start of each combat. Replace all defense to dark blue and keep their upgrade. Cannot be upgraded. Okay, so this is a card that, like, This is a dead card. This doesn't do anything if we draw it, but we put a curse in our deck, but the curse upgrades our cards. So we upgrade all our defense from 5 block to 5 block 3 temporary cord, and this is temporary. We know that cord mark is just damage reduction. So this existing makes our defense stronger. Stardust. Appear in exhaust pile when in combat. Okay. Choose one of your cards in the exhaust pile and add it in your deck. It keeps broken and gains start. Okay, so this feels like a card that's here to teach us about some mechanics. That's great. Alright, all Jigen cards are broken. Damn. The balance is hard, you know? They will accumulate broken when played. When broken is 7. Okay, so that's our number in the corner. So this is like a broken stat, like that every time we play it, that pops up. When you hit 7, gain Ash. Cards with Ash are exhausted and removed from your deck when oh. Huh. Oh, this is immediately a very different kind of game we're playing. Because if I'm reading how this functions, after we play a card 7 times, it'll break on the next play. Broken amount of powers, exhaust cards, and Ash will be kept to next combat. So, if a card is Ash, it stays broken. If a card is exhaust, it keeps its... It keeps it. If it's broken, if it's a power, you only get that many uses of it. So, like, defend and strike, unless I play them literally 7 times in one combat, I could do that. I could try and get into a fight where I could, like, remove all my strikes by getting them to break. But exhaust cards are limited use. Okay. Cannot be upgraded, yeah. Interesting. Okay, that is a, like, tentative step here after 7 uses will go to Ash, and then it'll glass card shatter, you know? Balatro thinking. Okay. So that means, 250 gold for going to 68 HP. That's a lot of health. Ognini, thank you very much for the sub. Alright, we also got this, like, pile line right here. This looks really enticing. Take the money and hit this shop, and that, like, gives us our build-up. The alternate would be, like, removing a defend. Let's get some cash. We've got a shop right ahead. Okay. So we'll see. Ooh. So that was... Okay. All Jigen cards are broken. When you play it 7 times in a combat, it will be exhausted and removed from your deck when played. Broken amounts of powers, exhaust cards, and Ash cards will be kept till next combat. Okay, this tip gives me a much more, like, detailed variant of 7 times in a combat. So if we could get to a combat where I can play a strike 7 times, we could exile a strike. And Chord Ripple here is just like a fake draw that gives us our dark blues. Looks like the upgrade on our block is we no longer have temporary chord mark. It's now full chord mark. Oh. Okay, perhaps this is just uncommon or lower, is what that actually ends up being. And Chord Mark is our block. It's damage reduction. Oh, we're throwing some shapes. So this will go down to 2. And now we draw all our block. Oh! So I don't want to play these because these are not powers or ash or... You know what these look like? These look like a PlayStation 2, like... How do I use reveal then? How do I get to that? How does this card work? Well. Lose card mark at the end of the turn after attack. Oh! Hold on. So temporary chord mark doesn't do it. What does temporary chord mark do then? What's the point of... What's the point of that? Because it doesn't... I must have... This must, like... We must have cards that care about that. Like, in some sort of strength manner. Because, like, the defensive ability that wears off at the beginning of our... Or at the end of our own turn... Makes little sense, you know? Okay. Gain block equal to current floor. Okay. Lose your block, double your chord mark, then at the end of your turn, lose them. Okay, again, we're seeing cards that want us to have chord mark. Whereas this is like a really nice one, because this is like... This is 4 actual block that sticks plus draw a card. And it's not like sticks alone, it's like sticks over turns. I'm gonna pick this up. It's interesting, like, does this mod want us to be... Okay, so yeah, all of our cards have reset and broken. Because none of them are exhausted. Oh, this... Interesting, okay. Star Endgate. Alright, so we have a ton of chord mark for defense here. So we're just looking for strike, put up some more card mark for future turns. It's going to lose 2 next turn because you'll see, yep, decrease to 2, then it'll decrease 3. But it's nice. It gives us like so this is not an infinite blocking resource like a metallicize, but it is a long-term resource. You know what I mean? Like it's one that like gives us some over turns, but not like, because this is gonna go to 6 and then 1. The relics seem to be temp upgrades because it's just upgrade them for the combat. But so tentative step loses exhaust on the upgrade, and a card without exhaust doesn't keep its broken. So this version of it keeps the broken, but the exhaust one doesn't. I kind of want to get like I want to get some attacks in this deck and then remove my strikes, you know what I mean? Apply a lattice to all enemies. Okay, well, hold on. We need to learn what this does. It's a power, so it's temporary. It only has 7 uses. When a player gains chord mark, gain that amount. When a player loses chord mark, lose HP equal to twice that amount. Not exceeding lattice amount. So it sounds like this gives our opponent a poison that is like, when our chord mark drains, they lose a bunch of health. Hey, hold on. This seems like really cool. This is an interesting dash. Huh. Okay. I'm a big fan of dashes like this. You know, they gain energy equal to the amount of retained cards in your hand. Belief. Yeah, okay. Let's take Distant Star. It's like 2 strikes. We'll upgrade it very quickly. Yeah, I believe. Give me it. Alright. Nice face. Call. Good, we have the power. Well. Okay, I'm interested. So it says, lose 1 extra chord mark for each time you've lost chord mark this combat. So if I gain this temp chord mark and then lose it, does that make it all of a sudden so I'm losing 2 on the next because I have lost 1? Is that how that will function? Yes. I don't understand what temp chord mark is for then. It doesn't block. It doesn't, and it makes our other block actively worse. So what? So that, but it's very much intentional. It's on our starting cards. So the question becomes, why? What's the? Like, there must be more of a plan with Lattice, so we're on gain lose. That's my, like, that's what we've seen so far, and that's what I'm guessing. We just attacking. It's fine here. I'll be interested to get, like, I liked having that. The dash specifically feels like a card I'm just kind of happy to have, so it's something I'm glad to have picked up. But I want to, like, we get to learn as we go in these. And gain 8 block at the end of your turn, gain 1 blur. Wait a minute. Now this is mathemagic. This is, I see this and go, exchange 2 values. What 2? What 2 value? Wait, hold on. Is this like exchange these 2, or on our upgraded defense they have chord mark and block or something like that? Or like, can I make this draw 1 for gain 1 chord? Ooh, I have to get on the 0 point. We have to get on the 0 point. All right, we got a shop. We got $400. Morshoe, take us. Oh my goodness, Morshoe. Hello. At the start of your turn, draw 1 card for every Stardust, 3 Stardust card. Oh, this uses those as a resource? Huh. Draw a card and draw all cards of that type. Deepen the broken of all cards that cannot fit in your hand by 1 and exhaust them. Gleam of Stardust. Target the draw pile, discard or exhaust pile, reduce broken of cards in that pile. Deal 8 damage, gain 2 chord mark. Diamond. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy for each diamond in your draw, discard, and exhaust. Huh. So I can't get both Anchor and Horncleat. Not allowed. I think I want... I think I want Anchor. I love Anchor. I think that's that. I know, like, Anchor... I feel better about Anchor than I do Horncleat, even though the Horncleat's the more expensive one. We're so close. I might buy this Star Point and then try to, like... the graph. Because this is a much better strike, you know? It's a strike with some defense on it. Let's go... Because what I would want to do with this, honestly, what I feel like I want to do is remove all of these through the power of making a fight take long enough. Getting in a fight that has, like, a long enough setup. You know? Where I can just eat all the defense and strikes. And then the deck becomes like 6 cards and they're like Distant Star, 0 Point, and 2 others. You want it? Let's try to live in that world. If they're going to give us the an ability that says cards can be removed from your deck, I'm going to lean. We'll buy the Star Point, and I'm actually going to sell Chord Ripple. Because I want to get rid of the defense of the deck, so I'm just gonna get this out. I know it's like we're like removing something that's a mechanic, but the removal of the cards is also a mechanic. And this is the kind of fight, hopefully it's the trio, where we can actually get them removed because it goes long enough. So like, let's just try to make this go. All right, so 0 Point. I just need to. I need to know what you do. Okay. Now it's 6 vuln. Thank you. How many diamonds do you need before they're on rate? 4? That sounds right. I don't... Okay, so Chord Mark is really good in this. Alright. We need to get rid of one of these just so that, like, we're not in a terrible position. Alright, so we want to play the cards that are known. The upgrades don't matter, remember. Those are random upgrades. So it's okay that they're not, it's okay for them to be what they are. I don't know that this fight's the best way to get rid of cards, and it might be hard to get into a fight that's long enough to do this, but we gotta try. Okay. So we want to just play, like... Defend and strike. and leave it at that. I know that that's like I'm trying to get this to function, and I don't know that this is the best way to do it, but we're gonna give it a shot, you know? It's like, there's a strike up to 3. All the days make this a lot more difficult, you know? Worried you might slow roll the fight too long and explode? If I kill one of them, I think we're okay. I think if we get down to 1, I can slow roll defense for enough time, I think. I don't know, but we're gonna give it a shot, you know? Okay. So now we've got down to 1 foe. Deck still has dazes, but like we're at like 3 on some of these. I'm gonna play this strike because that's at 3. We could possibly remove it. This resets the deck. We'll do that. I don't know that we can get to enough strikes for this to go. I think it's... We only get 6 more attacks, so it's this one. We want to hit with that one. So defend, defend. We're able to play this strike. If we can get like 2 or 3 removals from 1 fight, you know? I don't want to use tentative step too much, I think, but I do want to... Because I want to break the strikes. I want to break as many of them as I can. Let's grab the days out of here. Just get that out. So we want Star and Gate, defend. We're trying to attack with the 5 of 7 strikes, so we're not attacking here. Hey Shabadoo, we're playing the Shapes Wizard who is learning how to destroy their deck. Because we've got 2 defense I'm trying to destroy. I think I want to use tentative step on this strike to try to save its strike amount. And then we should get the other one to Ash. It won't break, but it should go to Ash, and Ash is a saved type. I don't want to play that card anymore. I want that card in our deck. So I'm not going to play that draw 2 anymore. Do I want to destroy Tentative Step is, I guess, the question. So Strike is now Ashen. Defend is now Ashen. I can place Tentative Step and remove that. I don't know. It's a tutor, and it's a strong tutor. I think this probably sticks in the deck. But, right? Like, the thing about it is that it can grab, like... so many days. It can grab my Distant Star. It can grab... I think I don't let this gain more. I think I let it go. I don't want to spend Star and Gate. Let's pass turn. We might take another 9 damage before this fight finishes, but that's okay. Okay, so this defend goes off. I don't want to spend Star and Gate. This isn't the strike we're using to finish. We pass. We take 4 for our efforts. Ashen cards will go away. Yeah, see, so they're Ash now. And now, if I defend with this, 1 less defend. So this defend in here is fine for me to hold as Ashen. So I'm going to do that. We're going to let this strike burn. Bottled Tornado. Randomly add a Meteor, Gray, or After the Rain in your hand. Whenever you lose HP, gain that much as temp or a Chord Mark. Okay, so when you take a first hit, you block the rest with, like, Chord Mark. If you have Chord Mark, immune to damage less than 2 times the Chord... Okay, so double the effectiveness of your Chord Mark. So, like, if you have 5 block, you actually block everything 10 and under. Or under 10, less than 2. Or gain 2 Chord Field, copy, add a copy in a draw pile. Dandelion here. Draw 1 attack. That's cute. Huh. This is almost, this is, the art on here stands out because it's not like I look at this and I feel Super Paper Mario vibe from here. I'm fine with a copy of Dandelion as a way for our deck to, like, we remove all our blocks that are too much and we gain blocks that are something like this a little more. What does this do? I guess we'll find out. Alright, the upgrade... Okay, we didn't keep the, this is important. The granted exhaust from, Tentative Step did not keep the broken. Because this card doesn't have exhaust on it, it doesn't keep it. So, in the end, we have 2 ashes we're going to be removing. I'm going to upgrade Distant Star, because this upgrade feels really powerful. Ooh, we get a couple extra turns. I don't think we can afford too much of... Okay. Start working on burning cards while we can. Alright. This is the turn where we go. Tornado on Stardust didn't appear to do nothing, indeed. So we want, Dandelion, and we want... Distant Star. If we can get to enough defend off of the Dandelion to, like, make this fight go long, that would be, like, hilarious. There's the Vuln. And now Distant Star does 100 million damage. Yeah, because now it gained double... it gained double block there because I was hitting a Vulned opponent. Oh my god, okay. Dandelion... Let's quick check. Where are we at with cards? Are there any that we want to try and remove in this fight? I don't think so. This fight is not one that's terribly conducive to going long because it has a style of Enrage. We can get up to like enough plated armor to block it, but in order to get to that point, we have to play Dandelion enough times to get past that. Let's just deal damage. This is not a fight where I feel like I want to be removing cards from the deck. We've got quite good damage. The, like, Vuln card is funky. Soft lock the fight. Oh god, you're right. That actually would be dangerous. We soft lock the fight. Like, where we can't lose, but we can't win. Star Conjunction. Stardust. Gain temporary strength, dexterity, and chord mark equal to your strength, dexterity, and chord mark. Unplayable ethereal. Whenever enter next exhaust Pokemon into chord mark. Toss your hand, use the effect. What does this do? Like, we don't know how to break cards out of there. But, like, clearly, looking at this card, whenever it enters or exits exhaust, there's something. I sense something, you know? There's just something outside of our view. I'm gonna keep off it. We'll keep looking. Yeah, I'll take Omamori this early. Like... Okay. Hold on. Hold on. This is our point. We can remove a lot of cards in this fight specifically. Right? Because they have Metallicize. We can do this. Let's try and remove the basic cards from the deck. Let's see if we can do it. Back up my bullshit. Yep. You know it. You'll love it. Once we get to 9 plated armor and 1 sentries down, we're invincible, indeed. I think I need to play Distant Star here. And 0 point. I want to kill a sentry. I'm willing to go a little more aggressive. Like, let's keep flipping. We want to get our deck as cycled as much as we can. Okay, 2 strikes takes you out, and that brings us to just 9 damage as the threshold. That'll do it. Okay, alright. This has, like, so this has some of the pieces of, like, HP in a fight in order to, like, full heal yourself, but we're doing it for a one-time payoff, right? We're doing this whole rigmarole in order to specifically get, like, the payout of a bunch of these are exhausted, and maybe that backfires. Maybe I want these things around, but I don't think so. I think I want to use this, like, this interesting, like, mechanic of, like, you know, powers and exhaust cards and such are a little more fragile to our benefit right now. Oh my god. Well, this is something that will occur here. We're gonna lose 1 plated armor, but 9 is the number. This is Jigen, a cube mage, who we are attempting to use the powers of cube magic to remove a bunch of cards from our deck. All of Jigen's cards break after 7 consecutive uses. And maybe, just maybe, the curator of the Shapes Museum. Indeed, we seem to have mechanics that revolve around exhausting cards and pulling them back, and mechanics around, like, long-term, like manipulating actual values on cards. The 0 point has this exchange bit on it. Alright, we're up to 5. Once we get to 9, we're completely invincible. I'm gonna grab... I'm gonna grab Stargate here. I don't want to grab Dandelion because that just gives it exhaust, and we want to play Dandelion one more time before we exhaust it. I want to block on this turn. But I don't want to remove... I don't want the defend to gain exhaust, because I want the defend to gain ash and be removed from the deck. So we don't want to take one more hit. I do want to get rid of a second one of these sentries so we get down to, like, less dazes so that our deck is a little bit more usable. We're up to 7. If we can get to 9, we've pulled... We can then remove all the cards from our deck as the payoff. This Cube Wizard has a lot of powers. Yeah, being able to remove every base card from my deck in Act 1. There we are. Alright, complete invincibility. So, now we have complete invincibility. What do I want to do with the deck? We're clearly getting rid of all strikes and defense. Do I want to keep 0 point? Probably. That's a free attack. Like, I think 0 point plus Distance Star are fine. I'd want to remove 0 point in the long run if we find a better Vuln source. But Vuln with Distance Star is very powerful. I don't know that I want to keep Tentative Step. Because if our deck is 5 cards, a tutor can't function. Obviously, the card gets more powerful as we, like, roll. But I'm worried that in a 7-card deck, the tutored... Oh, God, but it's... It's still really good, and the deck isn't going to stay at 6 cards. It's going to get back up to, like, 10. Remember to keep enough attacks to kill from this position. The combination of... we still have Star Point, which is unused. This should kill. And as well, we have 0 point to, like, vuln the back one. We should be fine. We just have to make sure we do things correctly. I want to keep Star Point, I think. It's like a strike, but, like, more interesting. I want to have a strike and a defend in the deck, right? Like, we want to have at least one card that does something. Alright. This should be fairly elementary to get through, so let's go ahead and take the actions that remove all the strikes and defense from our deck. I'm killing this one, even though, like, yes, we have to use, like, the armor on this in the long term to get rid of them, but, like, I'd rather not have all these dazes to make this such a slow process. Like, it already is going to be a little while to remove all these cards. I really want to know, like, are we going to see rares that reference, like, our Ash count? So that defends Ashen, this is, and then... I haven't decided if I want that card out of the deck or not yet. I don't have to make the decision until we get to, like, the point where I'm, you know, having to play it. Alright. Strike, strike, defend. Usually with these mods, we end up with like a 30-card deck, so using the power of in-class mechanics to go ahead and burn off 8 starting cards. Like, hell yeah, I'm so into that. Alright, so this strike is gone. What are we down to? 2 strikes and a defend. That one's gone. Burn that one off. The arcade ritual you perform in the first hour of the game like you're playing FF8. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we've ashed a strike. Our deck will be 7 cards with one of them going away. Alright. Strike has been ashed. Yeah, now that I've collected 100 tenths. Six-card deck. God. Oh. think I am going to get rid of Tentative Step. Let's do it. Let's go to a 5-card deck. I want my hand to be the same every turn. If I can't kill you with that hand in 7 turns, something went wrong, right? I should be able to kill you in 7 turns. One of your 5 cards is a draw. Yeah, that's fine. The reason I don't want to keep Tentative Step is because it gives the card Exhaust, which, like, we have a 5-card deck, but it's going to become a 7 or 8-card deck soon, and we want to have a card draw in a 7 or 8-card deck so that we can cycle the cards more efficiently. Hell, if we have a 6-card deck with 2 cards that have draw cards, if we can get those to 0, that would be the end. All right, I have used the power of the Sealing Magic Cube to remove every single base card from my... Copy your deck, shuffle it into the draw pile. This card does not work the first time you play... Oh my god. Draw 1 card. So, by the way, this, this whole class has a built-in... we can't infinite. Our infinite needs to kill before we play cards 7 times, right? Like, we can't infinite and be like, it's over. How on earth do cards leave the exhaust pile? I can start taking these. They're Stardust. They'll hide in the exhaust pile at the start. I'm going to start taking these. By the way, oh my god, draw a million cards. Alright. Well, let's start upgrading the 4 cards in our deck. They're going to get upgraded anyway by the Sealing Magic Cube at the start of most fights. Oh, okay. At the start of each combat, gain 4 Chord Mark. Green Rain Sword Sheath, yeah. Upon equip, choose 1 card. Apply Retain to all cards of that type. From Hung's Token. If you have no Chord Mark, gain 2 Strength or Dex, 6 on the break turn. Our deck has Chord Mark, Chord Mark, Chord Mark out of 3 of our cards, so that's not something that's useful. However, 4 Chord Mark at the start of the turn sounds really nice. Cannot win exhausted, so this draws 3 after it. That's not for us.
It's yours, my friend.
I don't know if Star and Gate is. Removal's not really, I mean, like, what? This card can't be removed. I think because it's got in the bottle.
You want it?
So this card is Stardust. And it self-plays when an opponent gets debuffed? I think this is free to pick up. I think the Stardust cards are free for us to start adding into the deck. So we have like a side deck building in some manner. I don't exactly understand it. We're going to find out together how this all functions, but, you know. I'm just going to upgrade my whole deck. All right. It is important to see how our deck goes. That played it. Okay, so that card got played from our exhaust. Okay. Because this one has a play this card. Okay. So some of these are side deck cards that just hang out. Interesting. Flip upgraded 0 goes up to, yeah, 9 Vuln. Cross World End Void. Deal 14 damage, lose 3 strengthened decks, upgrade all cards. The upgrade making this one. This is an interesting card because it minus 3 strengthened decks and then upgrading all your cards in a lot of senses is equivalent. Strike goes from 6 to 9. But, like, that isn't actually true. Oh. This is cute. Check out how this card works. Deal 6 damage, repeat for your broken. So this is going to do 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, and then on Ash, it'll do 48 and die. Like, so this thing scales really quickly and will remove itself from the deck in a long form. Is that worth it in the small deck? I don't think that's a bad thing to have because that's going to be like, that'll remove itself in the long term and it'll be like an attack that hits for like 24 in the mid, like in the interim. I'm okay adding this to the deck. Let's upgrade. Now that we know how Starless Night works, it exhausts itself, which means that's fine. Like, we just play it on 1, and then our deck goes back to 5 cards. Okay, so we want to go 0 point, Dandelion, White Starlight, Starpoint. Our deck is 5 cards. Well, Slime's fairly effective against me, huh? Power of Slime, indeed. We're gonna exhaust the slimes. A preview of what the heart is gonna do to us. At some point, we need to find a way to get statuses out of the deck. It's fine. We'll be fine. So, we get around this by full blocking. That thing that you normal do to Slime's attack. you know, full block it. Did you know that there's a move after this? There is. God damn. Yeah, first aid kit, save us. Save us, first aid kit. 18 is not half. It's fine. Everything's fine. You know how we kill here? Check this out. Our Starless Night is all enemies. We need ways to add more different debuffs. Alright. Blue Blooming. Draw one card, and next turn gain 1 for every 10 chord mark you lose. Okay. At the start of your turn, draw 1 card for every 3 Stardust in your exhaust pile. Choose a random card from all Jigen cards. It cannot be broken this run. Cannot be upgraded. Huh. Huh. Seven cards. This card will exhaust itself on full use. Let's try it. We got it. Hey! 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 Curse Key or Calling Bell? Can it hit itself? That's a great question. Okay. Cursed Key means both uses of our Omamori in order to have 4 energy, which, like, we know what our hands look like. Like, we don't even need to remove them. The Omamori exists, so we won't get them on these. Bell gives us more, like, random things, and it keeps an Omamori use around. Cannot be removed from your deck. Okay. Prayer Wheel actually is really nice. It feels weird. Obviously, like, getting, the thing I would want now would be Singing Bowl. But the idea is that with getting a ton of card choices as we go along, we might be able to turn, that gives us a lot more selection. Darkstone, this doesn't do anything because we have Omamori, and Boot, I don't think our damage is low enough for, but... Yeah, give us more White Starlight, or, you know... Okay, so let's see how this works. Remember me. It picks a random card from all... Oh! It's not from my deck. It's... Okay. All right. We've learned. This is important. It'll remove itself from our deck sooner or later. We just have to play it 8 times. It's a curse that slowly gets rid of itself. It's annoying, but it's not like the end of the world, so. I understand the idea of wanting that to be not directable, like because of how easy that would be to make a deck that no longer exhausts when it's our main mechanic. Alright, Metamorphosis is draw. Gleam is a Stardust card that reduces the broken of cards, and then Starpoint is Starpoint. Here we've got Near the Line. Ooh. Another Distant Star. I don't think I want 2 of those. I think I want... Like, these are cool, but I don't think we don't want doubles when we're already a deck like this. I will, however, take, like, I probably am fine just taking Stardust cards and having, like, a side deck that's usable. You could have it be, like, 3 random cards and pick one. That would be, like, a, you know, like, that also would work. Or, like, even if that's, like, the upgrade on it or something, where it's, like, a choose. I don't know that I like it being the whole card pool, because, like, it might not do anything, but it also might... Alright, I'm gonna skip the other. I'm just gonna take Near the Line. I don't know how many of these cards are worth taking, but, like, one of the big things is that the non-upgraded Stardust cards should be stealing our upgrades, so I don't want to take too many of those. That's the actual thing. Makes more sense as a relic than a card. Can see that. Might as well play that, and then we get to remember. Mesh. Ooh, that's actually one we want. Yes, Mesh getting it is important, because that now makes the infinites work. Because Mesh can, like, draw to draw to draw on a 0. Okay, that's a pretty good get out of that. We need to find a copy of Mesh now, but we have Prayer Wheel, so that should have helped. I wonder if Chord Mark ends up playing out against the Heart. Purify. Another Dandelion. I don't hate a second copy of this. Divide the Line. When drawn to... Oh! We found it! Oh. Okay. We finally found the way in. So right now, Starless Night, Near the Line upgraded, Reveal, which grabs another. Okay, this is kind of an important bit, then. Let's grab Divide the Line. I'm gonna pass on the others. I'm thinking about Dandelion, but I'm thinking about keeping the deck small again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, remember me. Go do your thing. .0. Okay. So now we can take out... I'm going to take out Remember Me to get this to go faster, and I'm going to take Near the Line to gain Blur. So we go Remember Me. That this card can't break? Diamond truly is unbreakable. Ooh. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Tell me more about this unbreakable diamond. If it loses its value and goes down to being a strike, that's way worse. But I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna mean. How unbreakable is our diamond? Stellar sequence, whatever that is when we find it. Let's get out of the fight and then see where we end up with on our... Okay, we're getting the Remember Me's out of the way. I don't want to play this right now, I just want to... Alright. Four of 7, and it has Remember Me, cannot be broken. Deal 7 damage to a random enemy 3 times. It's apply 1 weak, 1 vulnerable, and 1 lattice. So yeah, what it is, I think, is that it's applying a weak, a vuln, and a lattice on attack 1, 2, and 3, and then it's going a weak, a vuln, a lattice, and a lattice on this. Lattice and lattice and lattice, lattice. Yeah. This is good enough? This is expensive. However, here's the thing. With Starless Night, it's really strong. Because that's 3 different debuffs. This effectively says deal 13 damage 3 times with a weak Vol and a lattice. You know what? Sure, let's try it out. I know we have a tiny deck. Again, we're working with it. It's fine. We're... Oh my. We have Omamori active. The Ancient of Resurrection was exiled to the bottom of the spire, seeking vengeance. My plushie over there. She's sending all these mods up. Alright. Here we go. Come on, Necronomicon. Yeah! Belief. Belief. We even have, again, with the Omamori. Thank you for believing, everybody. I'm glad you believed in the Necronomicon. Cause and effect. Gain... Okay, this is actually really neat as a... Hey! Flexerity's here. We already had some, but, like, this is a big flexerity. Yeah, this is the most effective Omamori that's ever existed. Ooh, hold on, another Starless Night. I'm thinking of buying a Starless Night and the Clockwork souvenir. I like having a Clockwork souvenir in case of problems. Uncertain Destiny's pretty cool. Deal 3 damage, gain Chord Field and Dex equal to unblocked. It's a Stardust card, so it has to be tutored up, but, like... All right. And we healed it all off, by the way, because the meal ticket. All of our Necronomicon blood. Alright. So let's see what Remember Me is. Ash and Quicksand. Well. I think this wins the fight. That almost, oh my god, that almost burned off the Starless Night. There was 6 uses of them. Oh my god. Remember me. After playing the 8th card in a single turn, gain 1 strength and dex whenever you play a card. I'm not pass on this. Oh, we have a Vuln setup. Okay. Let's upgrade the Starless Night again. I don't know. Oh, boy. I don't know that I want Flowing Light upgraded. It's gonna burn all our star... Oh, this is actually weird. Oh. Huh. But we can't avoid it being upgraded because the magic cube is... Oh, no. Uh-oh. We just need to remember Starless Night. That's true. We need to find more Remember Me's. Okay, that's the answer. You know what? Let's get this done. So, okay, here's what we get to learn now. Will White Starlight go up in cost? It's up to 5 broken. Or, yeah, not cost. I said cost, but I meant broken. As is how this works, the temp copy was not the original, so this only got 1. Alright, let's take, Alright. Here's how we do it. We just get it immediately. Struggling Starlight. Deal 20 damage to yourself? I saw that. I saw what that said. Apply Lattice to others. Return 3 random cards in your exhaust pile and retain them. Target the draw pile. Yeah, we finally found a use for Temp Cord. Other than, like, Lattice, because Lattice is also used for Temp Cord. Primary sequence, whenever it enters or exits an exhaust pile, gain 4 cord. If draw pile is not enough, draw 3 cards. That's cute. Wow. Cute design. This is like a tutor, and if your draw pile's too small, you just draw up. I'm gonna get a Gleam of Starlight so we have one of those in the pile, but that's all I think we'll get. I'll take the key here. We're defensive enough that I don't need Pandagraph. I feel safe. Ooh. Hello. Mutagenic Strength with Clockwork Souvenir? Wow. Don't mind if I do. Thanks for the Vajra. I might have wanted the fight. Actually, that was wrong. That should have been the fight. We no longer want upgrades. Okay, so I can play this. This is fine. Or there's, yeah. Yeah, it has a Vajra on each end. Anyway, that fight's over. Whatever that fight was, it's over. Yes, we got the mesh. Ooh, we got the mesh. Dreamless Dream. Exhaust your hand, choose cards from that amount from your exhaust pile, and tutor them into your hand. I think that's where Dracula lives, if I remember my aria. I say symphony. That's not correct. Poof, this is so powerful. I'm loving the like low deck size and like just sort of wild, like watch what this does. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Starless Night, 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 Starless Night. Cool. Okay, so when we lost our chord mark, lost HP. Now, if I gain chord mark, let's see what happens. The lattice goes up. Okay, I understand. I need to be careful with that. Deal 15 damage, deal the same damage to yourself. Until the start of your next turn, you are unaffected by damage and other effects. Oh. Whoa, Starless Night, hold on. Apply 5 weak frail vuln to all. What a cool card. I'm gonna take Starless Night because we want more of those, though. That's the card our deck like wants. The more of those we have, the more damage we have around. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, because, like, everything's weak, everything's vuln, and then, like, nothing's weak, nothing's vuln, you know? But I want to pick more copies of our Starless Knights, because the more we have of these, the more damage we do on our big attacks. We have to be careful with it, like, so we don't burn off the card, but I still am super interested in that as, like, a play we have. Eternal Pages. Randomly add 4 Jijin cards into your hand from your deck, draw, or exhaust. If your hand is empty, draw 10. Do I want another White Starlight in this deck? I don't know. The one we have is already, like, built up to, like, 6. We can upgrade it and it'll be better. But, like... Dandelion, draw 4 cards. Deepen their broken by 2. Put this... Yo! This card whips! This is to remove the limiters. Draw 6, they're broken by 3. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up because our deck is too breakable. Like, right now, in the deck, the cards that are not breakable, that are the diamond cards we have, are Mesh, and we have, where are you at? White Starlight. It's in the middle of all these cards. These are the 2 unbreakable cards we have. I think we need Remember Me again. I should have picked that one up. Alright, we're gonna upgrade, White Starlight so it's doing huge damage. That's like 12 damage free. Yeah, so the more that we now are seeing how the class works, I now realize why Remember Me has to work the way it does. I don't know that the card would be, like, fair otherwise, right? Like... Anyway, there's a bunch of blur. So this should be fine. It shouldn't be breakable. I guess we'll see. All right, so let's grab it and try, I suppose. So is this gonna break when I play it? Nope. It won't go above 7. But Diamond truly is unbreakable. Those played even though the artifact blocked it? I see. You know, these things are sort of dangerous. Yeah, they stole my flowing light. Anyway, I have 12 blur with a million almost nice. Give me that White Starlight back. Anyway. Calipers would be dog. Calipers would be awful here. Yo, Remember Me's back. Okay. Whenever other characters gain a buff, gain strength and dex at half of that amount, when upgraded, break the seal and become Astra form. Oh, you will the power of triangles. And then this upgrades to Sealing Form Plus? And this is to go beyond. Burn all your chords and sing the song that is violence. But Remember Me is like really... I want to Remember Me into making Starless Night unbreakable. That's sort of like the piece of this that I feel is important. God, Honor of Heaven is so much, though. I want to try and make it unbreakable. We'll get there. I can no longer smith. I can no longer heal. These are both fine. Let's take the coffee dripper. We're not taking damage right now. All right. Battles, I think, beat fires, but elites still are... Okay, so we got 3 elite. We have never slept and we never shall. Indeed. It's like this. The only thing... Right. This is the only fight this could have been, by the way. There's... Like, with the power of the cube, there's no way we wouldn't be fighting Donu and Dekka. Hoofa. Okay, yeah, we take this route. We have like $300 when we get here. We get triple elite and like a couple fires. All right. All right. So, Remember Me. That makes Purity unbreakable. I think pressing this button kills me. All right, hold on. We gotta think. Does Chord Mark reduce the damage from the thorns? It did. We took 0. Good. G-Men. Choose one card from your exhaust pile, shuffle it in your deck. Okay. I'll take Uncertain Destiny as a Stardust card. And let's burn all our Chord Mark. Chord Field. Chord Field means Chord Mark that will not be... Interesting. That makes that card really powerful. Okay. That's cool. Looks like Oi Men. Oi! Oi. Deleted. Oh, I'm sorry. Ahem. Cough. Deleted. Override. Choose up 3 cards and discard, shuffle in your draw. That's nifty. And then Eternal Pages, random. That's the random cards one. Okay. Chord Field in combination with that card lets you convert market. Yeah, we do have resources into resources into resources basically at any point we want. So, you know. I'm gonna take the event even though, like, it's maybe not as good as... Yeah, because it's this. I'm just gonna lose 3 max HP. There are some events that are well worth it here still. But, like, fights with the prayer wheel give us a better shot at, like, cards I'm interested in. Remember me? Ooh, near the line is unbreakable. That's sweet. Okay. So near the line, this is now I can just play this at any point. I was kind of saving the uses for our fights like they were elixirs or whatever. Not elixirs, but you know what I mean. Anyway. God. Apply lattice to a random enemy 3 times. Add 1 dark blue. Oh, and then dark blue ashes is 2 damage, 2 lattice, temp chord mark. This is cute. This is a cute small effect. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Draw 4 cards without retain, give them retain. Break your hand, release the limiters on the shapes. God, we're playing with a very specific kind of deck, but I'm loving what I'm seeing out of this.
Lamp oil.
No, oh, damn it, that's toolbox. Oh, well, alright. Draw a card and all types of the card, deepen the broken on them. Is there anything worth removing at this stage? I honestly don't think so. Like, the Stardust cards are sideboard cards. They don't start in the deck. The deck is like 8 cards and like 3 of them cycle. I could remove... Well, 0 point's free, and it's good at being free. Stargate's card draw, so I don't really care to remove it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has extra deck, indeed. I'm just gonna save our cash. We had one other mod. Okay, so hold on. We had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Mod that gave us a literal extra deck. There was the Sky Striker one that gave us a literal 15 card extra. And then we had like one that actually it was like a luminary or an astrology or we had 2 decks. We had a deck that had like the Luna deck, and then we had, and those were like super powerful cards. Does the Kamen Rider one count? Yeah, the Kamen Rider one counts as well. You're dead on. That one absolutely counts. That one's like having a side deck of side decks. The star of the star of the stars. Hey, are you dead if I... Uh-oh. All my Starless Nights just played themselves. That's awkward. What happened? So all my Starry Nights are at 1? This is fine. It's when they apply a new debuff, right? So I think I can still play Flowing Night, and they'll play 3 times each. Yeah, because they're not new debuffs. Normal. This is a pretty normal start. Like, okay, like 440, 437 damage on turn 1. Well, give me Remember Me and give me Uncertain Destiny. Alright, Remember Me. On Nightfall, that's the Everything Gets Frail weak full. Ooh, the court. Hmm. 23 decks, 23 chord field. I think we won this one. Let's throw the shapes. Ooh, mustache. Yo! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait just a damn minute. Gain 4 block, 1 temp armor, 1 temp deck, or 1 temp dex, 1 enemy. I think I want the Honor of Heaven. I actually do think that this is a card I want in here. I don't want this because I don't want to apply a debuff on start. I don't want to, like, break that weird bit. That's not what we're after. Sure, I'll take some health back. That's fine. The Mandate of Heaven, indeed. Give me my copy of Uncertain Destiny and my Near the Line and my Uncertain Destiny. Well. This is a very normal deck. Butterfly is very funny. But we want to keep the deck as is. I'm either adding sideboard cards or like some really specific stuff. Like a Remember Me. I'd get a Remember Me, you know. Human and Shadow. Okay, that's the blur block. Alright. Are you ready for the Mandate of Heaven? Alright. It's interesting, our artifact blocks the temp decks, which I'm fine with because, like, we're still gaining a million things here, but, like, it's very funny. Alright, we're clear. Alright. Firing all missiles. Firing final set of missiles. Cube. Human and Shadow's unbreakable. Hey, there's Diamond truly is unbreakable. Ooh, hold on. This is such a cool design of a card. Check this out. So this is a card that is very, very much functional only on the way this works. Because this is a card that has Ash. It basically has, like, Purge. And then it, like, re-adds a starting card back in. So, like, that would let us, like, get additional copies of, like, if we were playing more towards the temp deck stuff, there's, like, that actually lets us get more defense and upgraded defense. I think the fact that starting card is a little more restrictive on this. I don't know if that goes into our true deck, though. I wonder if... I don't know. I'm not going to pick it because I'm not interested in it. I guess it's Stardust. It's free to do. You know what? You're right. You know what? Never mind. It is a Stardust card. It's free to have. There's no downside to making that pick. I just don't grab it later. Give me near the line and... Yeah, like, I could recharge the reveal that I'm not using, but, like, this is a real card I could be using. Like, to be getting more of my exhausted stuff to make them unbreakable. Starlight in the past. Choose one of 15 random cards. Anyway. Very normal. Extremely normal things are happening here. Hey, I like more decks. Exhaust your hand and get your hand back. Okay, that's fine. Moving along. Let us upgrade. That doesn't do much. I don't want to upgrade the honestly, wow. Was that 5 decks on a 2/9 from one card? Yeah, I could go higher. Could upgrade the other near the line. Alright. Remember me 7. Horizon Extraction, that's the you become immune. Choose 2 cards from a random 15. Add it to your hand in 6 turns. Can be kept to next count. What is happening? Excuse me? You use the positions of the stars to find the perfect moment in the future sight. Yes. This is the power of the cosmos. Lets me summon the meteor from 20 turns from now. I threw that shit before I even walked in the room. Alright, we're keeping the deck as it is. We will upgrade Mesh. Choose a card 6 fights from now. There aren't 6 fights left, that's why I didn't pick the card. Opened the stream a little bit ago. I don't think I know enough to even ask questions, so I'm just sit back and ride. You know what? We're at the end. That's fine. Enjoy. So, we're gonna go ahead and start this one off with Honor in Heaven. Okay, give me all my blur. And then I want to gain 100 blur. And let's check what Remember Me on the Ashes. Blood Catastrophe. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have 7. I'm gonna go ahead and... We're gonna go ahead and use the power of Great Violence in Heaven to gain 7 strength. And then we're gonna go ahead and pull out the power of the White Starlight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this lethal? Not quite. Wow. What a below the curve turn 1. Only 210 damage and 65 block with 18 blur. We could do better. Just got here watching the... Yeah, there's a lot of mechanics that have built up. The main bit here is that our deck is using is that we have a lot of these cards that start in our sideboard, and we grab them on conditions. The other thing that is the power of our deck is the Necronomicon. So we get to play Flowing Light twice. Flowing Light here is 14 damage 3 times, which goes weak, vuln, and lattice, which is a mechanic in this. But every time we apply a status effect, the Starless Night out of here, whenever a debuff is applied, is played. All 3 of these get played out of the exhaust pile every time a debuff is applied. Every time a debuff is applied. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they ran out of HP. Every time a debuff is applied, they get played. So, 18 copies. Sadistic nature. Anyway, place your bets, everyone. Where's this one landing? We're at the heart. It's time to place your bets. Where do you think this one is? You know, just throw in a number. If you just jumped in here, you know, wow. Everyone on one. We got double 1-1-1-1. I'll give you the split victory if it is the 1-1-1-1. You don't have to pick a new one. Oh. Okay. So as I've said, this is a mod related to Blue the Astray that we played a couple months back, and I can see some of the like through lines. This is a wild mod. It plays at directions that like the like setup of Broken, and more specifically, once we finally understood what Stardust did. Once we finally understood where Stardust worked and what this was for, this made a lot more sense. So we're here doing silly stuff, but you know, all right. All bets are in. I see. If you got one bet, you gotta put it in right now. All right. Let's hit the button. Where are we at? The chord mark spreads up as you gesture. That is so close to the 1111. 1095. 8 Escape has a 1080. Did anybody break over 1080? $10.75. Oh, Chaz, that's so close too. All right. No. Well, congratulations on that one. Nice shot. Yeah, 1050, 10. Just double check it on here. 8 Escape. That's all yours. Congrats on the victory. You were within 15 on that. Very close. Yeah, once we got going, we were not taking damage. Like, and getting a lot of those perfects. Like, fights were being won, like by Act 2, we were just moving. Pick that number because you like the nice shot. All right. Let's upgrade Stargate. Malmeth, thank you very much for gifting a sub to 8 Escape. Congratulations. I appreciate it a lot. I say it a lot and I mean it a lot. Horizon Extraction is unbreakable. Orange pellets are unbreakable. So here's the problem we're facing. Here's the problem we're facing. My deck is like 8 cards, and I'm gonna get a bunch of trash put in it. Like, how are we dealing with a pile of trash being added to our deck after turn 1? We can't win in that fast. The honest to God answer might just be like have enough block to not care. This lets us shuffle in from the exhaust. Horizon Extraction is currently unbreakable. It says other effects. Does this make us immune to being cards added to a deck? I highly doubt it. Three of those statuses exhaust, it's true. The burn and the wound are the ones that are problems. It's just like, on a deck of this size, we're probably just going to draw 4 statuses. I'm going to get pellets. We have a power. It's reveal.
You want it? It's yours, my friend. Yours, my friend. Rope?
All right, you want to know a very cool thing about this card, by the way? About Horizon Extraction? So check out this nonsense. Are you ready? Actually, well, you know what? Let's do it. I think it'll be fun. So we want... Oh my god! Oh! Oh, wait a minute! No, it's full! We are locked down. We didn't even get the second buffer out of that. You just no. Absolutely not. It is the full... I can't even deal damage. I have transcended space and time and shapes. We are out. Gone. Phased away. Nothing. We're not here. Cube. Alright, so let's mesh. Mesh gets us, I think gets us the lines here. Oh my god, I can Horizon Extract again. Hey, hold on now. I didn't even lose the turn didn't end. This is the Bravely Default 1 build. I'm gonna put it back in rotation. We didn't have the block to not take damage from it, though, like we would take the 15. But now... into the bubble. Completely safe. This is the absolute safety sphere. We can't deal damage, we can't take damage, we can't be buffed, we can't be debuffed. Inside of this sphere, we are completely safe. 100% safe. This capsule cannot be breached. Back into the capsule. Will that block getting the status cards? Yes. We did not take the burns. We will. Blood catastrophe. Reduce broken of all cards except for ones drawn by one. Okay. Well. Let's go ahead and take the near the lines here. Actually, we want near the line and uncertain destiny. All right, first question. Am I taking Heartbeat? I don't think so. I think if I have Cord, I'm not taking Heartbeat. We're not taking Heartbeat. As long as I have Cord, we're fine. Okay. I'm gonna become invincible. Are you ready? So what we're gonna do... We're gonna gain... Then we're gonna gain strength equal to our cord mark. All right, so what? We're gonna convert resources. Are you ready? We're gonna perform the shapes magic. All right, we have 11 cubes in hand. We are going to turn 11 cubes into 11 strength. Then we are going to take 11 strength and we are going to turn that into 42 dexterity and 36 cubes. And now that we have 36 cubes, we're going to gain 42 block and that amount of blur so that we have 42 blur and 36 cubes. And that is the power of shapes. Cubes into spheres, into cones, into spheres, into cubes, into cones, into triangles, into into stars. I could have duplicated that, I suppose, to get even higher. Anyway. It's time to fire the missiles. I believe that's part of Minty. Minty does all the quality of life stuff in the mods I have on. Nice. Alright. Anyway, it's time to turn these in even more. So we turn our 36. Okay, continue to convert. We have 36. We convert that into strength. Oh no, we can't. Okay, we can't convert that. That's unlosable. Even by the power of that card, we cannot break it down. Okay. Anyway. I'm going into the absolute safe sphere. Nullified. You think you can hit me through 36 buffers and weak and the whole safety sphere? And I am the safest character that's ever existed. I am invincible. 97 block blurred. Oh, I cannot be harmed. Yeah, it does gain you strength either what you lost. It's the question of like what you lose, you know? Calipers, not great here. Get back in the sphere. Cannot be harmed in the sphere. It is absolutely safe. Okay, hold on. Can we do it? 22, 30, 36. Oh, but that's gonna get Necronomicon. 24 plus... Alright. This is 117 blur. Let's get you with the power of shapes. 36 cubes. Can't... It doesn't have time for this. Shin Kiko! we get up to the stars. That is the highest power of shape, as we all know. The triangle, an incredibly powerful shape. Getting in with the Shin Kikoho. God. This was a wild... Yeah, beyond perfect. 7 champion kills. Nothing else. Not a single other thing. All of my points are from boss fights. Dang. Alright, let's take a look at Jigen's card stock. End cards from any pile and add them to your hand, apply them, retain, end your turn. This is a power to make you not able to play it multiple times or and such. The broken universe. Target the draw pile, discard pile, or exhaust pile. Play all powers in it, end the turn. This is using the power of hexagons to can't be upgraded. It upgrades to nothing. Stardust, it's Stellar Sequence. Right of Order, positive star C, sealed blue shader. Right of Order's chord mark will not reduce. When you play an Ash card, gain a chord field. Choose whether to remove it and will not be asked again. Whenever you play a power, add a copy of Blue Star C. Okay. Sealing form. Remember me. Exhaust all skills, deal 3 damage to all enemies for each when you shuffle bottom of your draw pile. This is a lot easier to do when you can pull them all back with, like, other effects. This is, like, doing some wacky stuff with exhaust pile that's, like, making it like you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Exile, where it's, like, it's usable for a bunch of effects. Yeah, I was, like, when we first started playing with this, it was like, why is this random? But, like, the more we played with it, it was like, roll the dice, you know? Like, what this does, like, because of how our deck plays, it's free to do, and it slowly changes the way our deck plays out. Gain 1, start of your turn, return this card from your hand to your hand from your discard. Does not remove when it's ash. Okay, that's just a free click. Chord mark doesn't go down on that. The perfectly safe capsule, power of the sphere of the heavens, temp decks, blue dragon. Increase the damage 100% for each energy used. Differs from original call. Blood Catastrophe Astral Form, which we saw. Weird. Yeah, I think the notes on both this and the other one are that this is a translated to English and has some bits like that. So, like, what this does is... Yeah, we had to get into, like, a safe zone to get rid of the strikes and defends. Removing 8 cards from your starting deck is incredible. I do think that the 0 of 7 burning is not as, like, we weren't playing too much with that. The sideboard was more of what we were kind of, like, playing towards, where it's like we have the Stardust and cards that get into it by the end. Like Starless Night, but Starless Night also has, like, its, you know, like, the burning on this gave us an upper limit. Like, we had to, like, play around a little safely to make sure we didn't blow up our own deck. Like, it makes you have to think about weird limiters you wouldn't normally think about. And honestly, for a mod, that's one of the things I value more. Like, a mod that makes you turn your brain sideways and all of a sudden the cube becomes a cone because you see it from the other direction. And that's the power of the shapes, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight on Slay the Spire mods. Hope you had a fun time with this. I found this one being as unique as it is, I think makes it very interesting. I don't know how, like, that translates as far as, like, power goes, because, you know, obviously, like, the like, removing the fact that we removed 8 cards on floor 1 is like, oh boy, what are you doing? But, like, I still value the, like, game plans and questions that this does a lot. God, Chord Mark also is a mechanic that just eats the heart alive, isn't it? I don't know how the heart fights you if you have 1 Chord Mark. Like, you're completely invincible. Alright. Anyway, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow us. See when I go live. You can always subscribe. Thank you to me and to Balmath for gifting out a sub. Appreciate it a lot. I always appreciate that. You know, you don't need to sub. You just can be here having a good time. If you want to sub, you get access to the cool skulls and slimes. You know, Slime Pog, the Mimic, all our newer ones that have been added as time has gone on. Yeah. So, so yeah, thank you all for joining. Yeah, you can all go ahead and have a good night, everybody.